Your dream isn't a fleeting whisper in the night. It's a roaring call to action, a sacred responsibility etched into the core of your being. Wishing won't bring it to life. Only sacrifice and discipline will. The life you envision, the one that sets your soul ablaze in quiet moments, demands more than hope or fleeting bursts of inspiration. It requires courage, relentless effort, and the audacity to do what most shy away from. Time is not your ally. It's a fleeting resource, ticking away with every excuse you make. Will you cling to the comfort of mediocrity, or will you seize your destiny by paying the price today? Those who achieve greatness don't just dream. They decide, dedicate, and deliver with unwavering resolve. So what about you? Are you ready to step into the fire and forge your path to greatness? Dreams demand a steep price. Big dreams come with a heavy cost, one that few are willing to pay. They demand your time, your comfort, your pride, and every excuse you've ever used as a crutch. But here's the unshakable truth. The price you pay unlocks a life of purpose, power, and profound peace. Consider Joseph from Genesis 37. His dream of greatness led him not to immediate glory, but through betrayal, pits, and prison cells before he ever saw the palace. Yet he never faltered. Are you treating your dream as a sacred promise or a passing whim? Success doesn't start with rewards. It begins with tests. It asks, will you trust the process over fleeting comfort? Will you surrender what you want now for what you want most? Sacrifice is not a glamorous endeavor. Waking before dawn, saying no to distractions, choosing the grind over instant gratification, none of it sparkles in the moment. But greatness doesn't bow to fleeting feelings. It kneels to relentless focus. Every comfort you delay, every temptation you reject is a deliberate step toward the life you're destined to live. Think of Abraham, promised a legacy of generations, but asked to sacrifice his only son. The test wasn't about Isaac. It was about Abraham's heart, his willingness to trust the vision over the visible. What are you clinging to that's blocking your ascent? A habit that soothes but stalls, a relationship that comforts but confines, an excuse that feels justified but keeps you small? Lay it down. Sacrifice isn't punishment. It's the crucible where your greatness is forged, preparing you for the crown you're destined to wear. The cost of a dream is steep because it's not just about achieving, it's about becoming. Every sacrifice strips away the inessential, revealing the strength within you. The late nights, the missed parties, the quiet moments of grinding when no one's watching, these are the currency of destiny. They're not losses, they're investments in a future that only you can bring to life. So ask yourself, what's the one thing you're still holding on to that's costing you your calling? Identify it, confront it, and release it. The moment you let go, you make room for what's meant to rise. The transformative power of saying no. Discipline is the sacred art of saying no to what's meaningless so you can say yes to what's monumental. Every time you accept something misaligned with your purpose, you silently reject your destiny. Your future isn't just shaped by what you embrace, it's sculpted by what you refuse. Saying no isn't about rejection, it's about redirection, building a fortress around your vision. Jesus withdrew to the wilderness for 40 days, not to escape the world, but to align with his purpose. He subtracted noise to amplify clarity. What noise do you need to subtract? Distractions that drain your focus, demands that pull you off course, patterns that masquerade as progress but lead to stagnation? Your energy is a finite, precious resource. Every yes you offer costs you something. Time, focus, momentum. Audit your attention with ruthless honesty. What are you tolerating that contradicts your vision? What invitations, habits, or temptations are quietly derailing your discipline? Saying no requires courage, but it rewards you with clarity and power. Shrink your circle to those who fuel your fire. Simplify your schedule to prioritize what matters. Sharpen your focus until it cuts through chaos like a blade. The boldest move isn't always leaping forward. It's letting go of what holds you back. Every no today carves out space for a greater yes tomorrow. Protect your dream before it starves. Refuse distraction before it becomes destruction. Consider the weight of your choices. Every time you say yes to scrolling mindlessly, lingering in unhelpful conversations, or indulging in temporary comfort, you're saying no to your future. The power of discipline lies in refusal. Refusal to let the trivial steal what's eternal. Imagine your dream as a garden. Every weed you pull, every distraction you uproot allows your purpose to bloom. Be vigilant. Guard your energy like a treasure. Your calling is too critical to be diluted by the inconsequential. Delay gratification, don't deny the dream. There's a profound difference between denying your dream and delaying gratification. Denial suffocates your vision. Delay nurtures it. Your dream may be invisible now, but like a seed buried in dark soil, it's growing, gathering strength in secret. The future belongs not to the impulsive who chase quick wins, but to the patient who trusts the process. Immediate gratification is the diet of the mediocre, but greatness is forged in the slow, deliberate grind of consistency. Faith isn't just believing when results shine brightly. It's trusting when the evidence is nowhere in sight. Every early morning, every unseen effort, every quiet act of perseverance is a vote for your dream. The world worships instant results, but transformation brews in the quiet, uncomfortable space between sowing and reaping. That's where your character is forged, where warriors are born. The pain of discipline is fleeting, a momentary sting. The pain of regret is a lifelong wound. Choose your pain wisely. Plant seeds when the soil feels barren, water them when the skies are dry, pray when answers seem distant. Delaying gratification doesn't deny your dream. It proves you believe in its worth. Are you patient enough to keep going when no one claps? Faithful enough to build when no one believes? Your future isn't dead. It's developing. Quietly, deeply, powerfully. Keep watering it, and it will bloom in time.
Think of the marathon runner who doesn't sprint at the starting line but paces themselves, trusting the rhythm of their training. Your dream is a marathon, not a sprint. Every step, no matter how small, compounds over time. The world may mock your slow progress, but wisdom knows that steady steps carve canyons. Don't be seduced by shortcuts. They lead to dead ends. Embrace the long road, for it's the one that leads to lasting victory. Growth requires grief. You cannot rise to new heights while clinging to old anchors. Growth demands grief, the courage to mourn what no longer serves your purpose. Old habits, old mindsets, old relationships. They once sheltered you, but now they risk suffocating you. Letting go is painful, but it's the bridge to your next level. When Jesus raised Lazarus, the miracle didn't begin with a shout. It started with rolling away the stone. What stones are you refusing to move? What familiar pain are you cradling as if it defines you?
Discipline is pruning. Cutting away what doesn't belong to make room for what does. Every tear you shed for the old waters, the soil for the new. The question isn't, why is this hard? It's, what is this hardship making room for? Trust the pruning process. Every loss is a step toward a larger life. Every goodbye a preparation for a greater hello. Don't guard the grave of what was. Mourn it, release it, and move. Your destiny needs space to breathe, and clinging to the past only chokes it. The only thing more painful than letting go is missing the person you were born to become. Grief isn't a sign of weakness, it's proof of growth. It's the ache of evolution, the evidence that you're shedding what no longer fits. Like a snake leaving its old skin, you must release the outdated to embrace the new. This isn't about erasing your past, but honoring your future. What relationships need to end? What habits need to die? What fears need to be buried? The pain of letting go is temporary, but the freedom it brings is eternal. Step into it boldly. Discipline is refinement, not restriction. Discipline isn't a prison. It's a pathway to power. It's not about chaining your soul, but channeling your strength into something unstoppable. Without it, your potential spills like a river without banks, directionless and destructive. Discipline gives your purpose focus, force, and flow. It's the scaffolding that builds your future, the rails your dream rides on. The world mistakes boundaries for barriers, but every no to distraction is a yes to destiny. A life without discipline is a city without walls, vulnerable, exposed, powerless. Real freedom isn't chaos, it's the fruit of discipline. The artists, athletes, and leaders you admire didn't explode into greatness. They built it through unglamorous repetition, showing up when it was boring, hard, or thankless. Discipline is the fire that burns away impurities, the chisel that shapes marble into a masterpiece. Reframe it, not chains, but a lifeline to your purpose. Your dream doesn't need more hype, it needs more habits. Build the walls, set the structure, and let discipline refine you until you shine brighter than you ever imagined. Consider the sculptor who chips away at stone, not to destroy it, but to reveal the art within. Discipline is your chisel, carving away excess to unveil your greatness. It's not about denying joy, but amplifying focus. Every boundary you set protects your purpose. Every routine you build strengthens your resolve. Embrace discipline as your ally, not your enemy, and watch it transform your potential into power. Commitment trumps motivation. Motivation is a fair-weather friend, sparkling on easy days and vanishing when storms hit. Commitment, however, doesn't care about feelings. It wakes you when comfort begs you to sleep, pushes you when doubt whispers to hide, and keeps you moving when progress feels invisible. Champions don't rise because they're inspired daily. They rise because they've decided to move no matter what. The Red Sea didn't part until the Israelites stepped forward in faith. Why are you standing still, waiting for a path when heaven's waiting for your movement? Hesitation often disguises itself as caution, but it's fear in a polished suit. Commit to your dream, not just when it's exciting or applauded, but when it's lonely, repetitive, and unseen. The ones who win aren't always the most talented. They're the most committed, pushing through fog and fatigue, believing when everything screams stop. Stop waiting for clarity or signs. Start stacking the wood and the fire will follow. Your first step unlocks the door. Move and let your emotions catch up. Your future isn't built on fleeting feelings. It's built on relentless follow-through. Commitment is the engine that drives you when inspiration runs dry. It's the promise you make to yourself, not just in moments of passion, but in the quiet grind of routine. It's choosing to show up, not because it feels good, but because it's who you are. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a declaration: I am not a dreamer who drifts. I am a builder who endures. Discipline bridges, calling and completion. That spark inside you, that unshakable whisper of something more, it's your calling, a divine pull toward your true potential. But a calling is merely the invitation, not the arrival. Many are called, but few finish, not for lack of vision, but for lack of discipline. Between the mountain of desire and the summit of destiny lies a narrow bridge called discipline, built with daily choices that defy feelings and obey purpose. You won't arrive by shouting loudest. You'll arrive by stepping steadily, over and over. Discipline turns ordinary moments into holy momentum, dull Mondays into divine progress. It doesn't ask if you feel inspired. It honors your motion. You don't need more confirmations, just more commitment. Stop chasing new sparks and start fanning the flame you've got. The world craves dreamers, but it aches for finishers. Those who carry their assignment to the end, running the last lap, not just the first. What bridge are you standing on? What's stopping you from walking it out? Fear, fatigue, or the false need for another sign? Lean into discipline. One step today, another tomorrow. No fanfare, just faithfulness. The future isn't for the gifted. It's for the faithful who keep walking when no one claps. Distraction is the enemy of destiny. Distraction doesn't announce itself with sirens. It sneaks in as a glance, a detour, a moment disguised as rest. But over time, those glances become hours. Those detours become delays. And distraction steals something sacred, your momentum. You cannot be powerful and distracted at the same time. Greatness demands focus. Purpose demands pruning. Audit your attention with brutal honesty. Where does your time go? What captures your mind when no one's watching? Your calendar isn't crowded because of your calling. It's crowded because of compromise. Your destiny isn't waiting on another opportunity. It's waiting on your attention. Clear the clutter, eliminate the non-essential, and give your dream the focus you give distractions. Entertainment has its place, but when escape becomes a pattern, it's a prison. Who or what is derailing your discipline? Be ruthless about what you allow in your life. Your calling is too critical, your purpose too precious. Reclaim your focus today and watch your life shift. Not someday, but now. A single hour spent on what matters compounds into a lifetime of impact. Pain forges unbreakable power. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. It strips away illusions, silences noise, and reveals the raw truth of who you are. Every tear, every sleepless night, every broken moment is preparation, not punishment. The fire you're in isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to forge you into something unbreakable. Your scars aren't shameful. They're sacred, testifying to the battles you've survived and qualifying you to guide others through their own. Pain alone isn't transformation. Without reflection, it's just suffering. Ask, what is this pain preparing me for? What strength is it shaping? What weakness is it burning away? Growth doesn't happen when everything feels good. It happens when everything hurts and you choose to keep going. Power doesn't come from titles but from trials. Moments you were tempted to quit but didn't. Days you felt crushed but kept climbing. Don't run from the fire. Stand in it. Learn from it. Let it temper you. Pain partnered with purpose becomes the most powerful force in the world. Let it hurt. Let it shape you. Then let it lift you into who you're meant to become. Consistency outshines intensity. You don't need to go harder. You need to go longer. The world glorifies speed and hustle, but longevity is the true mark of strength. One small step taken daily outshines a single giant leap done once. Consistency is the quiet grind of routine, the early mornings no one sees, the habits heaven records. A single drop of water carves stone not through force, but through faithfulness. Your life works the same. Intensity excites, consistency transforms. What would shift if you kept going? Not perfectly, but faithfully. That workout, that journal, that prayer, what if they became your lifestyle? Your vision isn't waiting for a breakthrough. It's waiting for your persistence. You don't need applause, just conviction that your process matters. The greatest changes come from subtle shifts, repeated daily, brick by brick. The world says go big or go home. Wisdom whispers, go small and never stop. Keep walking. And one day you'll wake up in the vision you once only dreamed, not because you went harder, but because you never stopped going. Character over crown. The world chases trophies, but the real reward is who you become. Every sacrifice, every temptation denied, chisels away what doesn't belong, shaping you into someone capable of carrying your dream. You're not just pursuing success, you're being sculpted by the pursuit. If you reached your dream by cheating or rushing, would it feel like victory? Real progress is private. How you handle rejection, pressure, or solitude when no one's watching. A tower built on insecurity will topple, but a soul rooted in resilience withstands any storm. Don't rush the process. Every season of waiting, every battle with doubt is development, not delay. The dream is heavy. Your character must be strong enough to carry it without crumbling. Growth in resilience, integrity, and inner life outweighs status or income. True success isn't when the world applauds. It's when heaven approves, when you can say, I didn't just finish the race. I became who I was made to be. The person you become matters more than the prize you attain. That's not just success, it's transformation. Anchor against the drift. Life doesn't announce when you're drifting. Just a missed alarm, an extra excuse, a small compromise. Suddenly you're miles from your path. Discipline is your compass, anchoring you to your purpose. A river's current carries you if you're not paddling. Drift feels like rest, but it's the quiet route to being lost. You don't drift into greatness. You drive into it with daily alignment. Without structure, passion becomes directionless. Without direction, dreams die in confusion. Where are you tolerating drift? What's replacing conviction with convenience? Discipline isn't punishment, it's protection, keeping your values in front of your vision. Build habits, uphold standards, create systems that ensure you stay on course. Let your structure carry you when motivation fades. Your goals are too sacred for chance, your calling too vital for emotion. Don't let "I'll do it tomorrow" become a story of regret. Discipline aligns you with purpose, sculpting who you're becoming through small sacred decisions. Gratitude fuels unstoppable greatness. Discipline without gratitude becomes drudgery, a grind without joy. Gratitude reframes challenges, shifting your focus from what's missing to what's present. It turns "I have to" into "I get to," routine into reverence. Pause and look back. You're not where you started. Every breath, every lesson, every step is a privilege worth celebrating. Gratitude makes effort meaningful, not because the task changes, but because you do. It keeps your heart grounded while your hands stay busy. This isn't about pretending life is easy. It's about choosing to see the good amid the hard. Gratitude anchors you in progress, people, and possibility. Today's blessings were yesterday's prayers. Thank your past self for enduring, your current self for showing up, the process for shaping you. Greatness is built in grace, not just grind. A grateful heart carries strength that doesn't crack under pressure. You're not just chasing success. You're honoring the chance to become, responding to life with reverence and resolve. Perseverance writes your legacy. You're closer than you think. Most quit just before the corner turns, mistaking silence for failure or fatigue for finality. Success isn't an event. It's a test of endurance, a marathon through the shadows. Quitting doesn't erase pain. It ensures you don't grow from it. Every obstacle is evidence you're in motion, fighting for something worthwhile. Victory often looks like a failed attempt or a long, dry season. But beneath the surface, roots are growing, grit is refining. And one day, it converges into a moment that changes everything. Not because the world handed it to you, but because you refuse to stop. Every day you show up, you cast a vote for your future. Perseverance isn't loud or flashy, it's relentless. It's not about grinding blindly, but staying aligned, asking, am I still on the path that matters? Rest, recalibrate, but don't forfeit the race you were born to run. The fog lifts, the breakthrough comes, but only for those still standing. You've sacrificed too much, learned too deeply to stop now. Keep going, not for applause, but because your future awaits the version of you that never quits. Systems make dreams unavoidable. Dreams are easy to conjure. Discipline is rare to sustain. Goals give direction, but systems give momentum. A vision without a vehicle is a fantasy. A goal without a system, just a wish. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. The most consistent, not the most excited, achieve their dreams. Diligence isn't working harder, it's working wiser, making success the natural result of habits. Ritualize your focus, schedule your growth, automate excellence. Great achievers built systems, daily disciplines that produced greatness over time. Your routines are either allies or assassins. Does your morning fuel your focus? Does your schedule protect your priorities? Build a structure so strong that even on off days, you're moving forward. Success isn't heroic effort. It's humble consistency. Design your days like your dreams depend on them, because they do. Systems turn chaos into clarity, making excellence inevitable. Trust the system, and it will build you. Master yourself, master everything. The greatest victories are not over others, but over your own impulses. Self-control isn't rigidity, it's intention, directing your energy where it belongs. While others react, you respond. While others indulge, you align. Booker T. Washington endured hardship but never compromised his focus, building a legacy through restraint. Self-control creates space to think, breathe, and choose, protecting your potential from unexamined habits. Every moment of restraint, walking away from temptation, pausing when triggered, is a step toward freedom. What indulgence is robbing your excellence? What emotion is leading without permission? Mastery begins within. If you govern your inner world, no storm can derail you. Self-control isn't about less joy, it's about more focus, turning ordinary people into extraordinary forces. Lead yourself and nothing will lead you again. Every pause, every no, rewrites your future with intention. Cultivate your soil for greatness. You can't plant seeds of greatness in toxic soil. Your environment shapes your becoming. Voices, spaces, and routines either water or drain your potential. Thomas Edison didn't invent in chaos, he built a lab, a sanctuary of focused effort. Is your environment helping you become who you're called to be? Clear the clutter, remove the noise, rearrange your space to reflect your standards. Your dream needs the right atmosphere to thrive. Protect your space like your future depends on it, because it does. Create sacred ground for growth. Choose relationships that speak life, and design rituals that anchor you. You don't need perfection, just preparation. When your space reflects your standards and your energy aligns with your intention, progress flows effortlessly. The harvest you reap tomorrow is tied to the soil you cultivate today. Be intentional. Your surroundings are either lifting you or limiting you. Discipline is self-respect. Discipline isn't just a tool, it's a declaration of self-worth. Every choice to show up, to focus, to follow through says, I matter enough to be consistent. Nehemiah refused to leave his work to answer critics, declaring, I am doing a great work and I cannot come down. That's the posture of someone who values their mission. Discipline turns boundaries into blessings, schedules into signatures. It's not about asking, do I feel like it? It's declaring, this is what I do. Every kept promise to yourself builds trust with the person in the mirror. If someone treated your goals the way you do, would you feel honored? Keep your schedule, guard your habits, not for applause, but for integrity. Discipline is gratitude to the version of you that dared to dream. Treat your time like treasure, your schedule like your signature. You're not just building a dream, you're becoming someone worth the effort. Every act of discipline is an act of love for your future self. The finish line isn't a destination, it's a decision you make in this very moment. Success isn't a place you reach, it's a posture you choose. Helen Keller didn't wait for a miracle. She decided into greatness, believing until the impossible became real. You're not waiting for clarity or resources, you're waiting for permission. Stop rehearsing and start running. The moment you decide, your energy shifts, your posture changes, and you act like your dream is inevitable. Most don't fail from lack of skill. They fail from lack of commitment. Don't visit your potential. Live in it. Draw the finish line now and declare, this is who I am. This is what I'm building, no matter how long it takes. Storms won't shake you, delays won't define you, because the finish line lives in your decision. You already have everything you need to begin. Decide today and let that choice carry you to destiny. Big dreams don't wait, and neither should you. Discipline is the door to your destiny, and the time to walk through it is now. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Your dream isn't a fantasy. It's your divine assignment. The world needs your focus, your fire, your faithfulness. Every step you take, every no you say, every sacrifice you make is a vote for the life you're meant to live. Don't let fear, fatigue, or fleeting distractions steal your future. Walk through the door today. Your destiny is waiting for the version of you that dares to show up.